The original text of this story contains links back to all referenced prior stories for context. A link to the text post can be found in the video's description.
I tried to make a racy film once. No, not acting, but producing. I mean, I'm gonna be frank. I don't even think that women I have had sex with before are trying to see me fucking, even if I have lost 104 pounds since the last time I sexed anyone other than then pre-wife person trademark, and that is just me being honest with myself. Anywho, you can read about that epic-ass failure here if you missed it last year, and return to me when you're done. The funniest thing happened after that. Wife person trademark refused to speak to or hear tell of the daily humorous conversations I have with Mr. Sippy for almost 4 months after that ordeal, until he came to town and took us out to eat for my birthday in the summer. They actually got along quite well, and she especially loved Giant Nephew, and he loved her, so any previous strife was all on me and not on Sip. No worries or surprises, of course, are there when I get a call or an especially long text about that weekend in Atlanta. The conversations are always humorous, like to the point where I am doubled over laughing at my own damn stupidity. Last week, instead of a text, I received a phone call. Me. Pool room. Mr. Sippy. Hey, what's up, man? A lot of nothing. You rarely call. What's shaking? This would have been far too much to text. Besides, the last might be better over a call and not text. Oh, shit. What do we hear? You remember when you came down last March and we tried to produce that adult film? My wife has me in this odd position of not being able to discuss it, but also not allowing me to forget it. How in the hell does that work? Witchcraft. So yeah, I remember it, but I'm not supposed to. I'm done questioning that. Thanks. So what's up? Well, old dude who we tried to get to do the shoot, that motherfucker. Yeah, well, he said he was unable to perform after that because the moment kept replaying in his mind anytime he was in even a minorly similar situation. Meaning anytime he may so attempt to make the sex. Bingo. Well, I hope he wasn't his only revenue stream. It was his most lucrative one. This is objectively hilarious. Damn, yeah it is. So what does this have to do with us? Well, he has had to see a therapist and me. He has been seeing a therapist and... Can you imagine having to see a therapist because you think of a moose every time your dick gets hard? Well, when you put it like that, this is the funniest shit I've heard in weeks. So, again, what has this got to do with us? His therapist has apparently gotten him to a point where he has to stand up to and face his fear. And since old girl came from here with me, it is on us, more so me, to locate her, and he takes another stab at it. Pun intended? Indeed. But yeah, he wanted to know if I knew how to contact her. I'm not comfortable just throwing out people's numbers like that. I dig it. And I am especially worried that I might not have ever had the game to talk her into spinning the block on that disaster. Didn't even think about it like that. Let me see if I didn't delete the DM thread and take it from there. Sounds good. Text me his number and I will take it from there. Bet. Whoo boy, this is probably about to get super ugly. I dug through the Mo Phillips burner phone and the there contained dating apps in hopes that she hadn't deleted her profile. I looked up and she was still there. I sent her a message, first apologizing for what had gone down and how it went over. I explained what the guy's issue had been and that he had, after therapy, been made willing to at least attempt to give it another go, and that he begged that she help him get his thing back together to remain active in the business. Get this, y'all. She was with it. I had some time off of work for some scheduled doctor's visits on Friday, and now that wife person trademark knows and likes Mr. and Mississippi, she was okay with me making the trip without her this time. I picked the girl up and headed on down to Decatur to meet the Sippy family. We'd already arranged use of the same house from the first attempt to shoot on Saturday, so we just kind of chilled at their house, and I cooked in their kitchen for them to thank them for their hospitality. Saturday comes, and we head on over to the big house with all the cameras ready to roll the footage. Good test results exchanged and confirmed, all agreements signed and all that. They would both be uploading this to their own monetized feeds and not taking any money from one another, and would be paying me and Sippy for linking it up. We good. Everything is all good, right? We start the shoot with a bunch of pictures, followed by them getting comfortable on a large chase and beginning to do the do. They went through the motions of warm-up and getting things ready for action so as to make the interaction look as naturally developed as possible. Now, it's time for business. Things started off easy. He was comfortable doing the needful, and she was not vocal or anything weird or different. Until about 5 minutes in, I'm going to infer that she enjoyed what was happening, because damn it, out come the moose noises. Fuck. He tried to sex past the moose noises, but he slowed down when they first began. Then he looked around at me and the Sippies before hopping off of her and running out of the room crying. My money! Mr. Sippy, Phlip! This literal, sometimes, motherfucker. I found him in the garden in the back next to a bird feeder crying like a 9-year-old who just come outside and found his bike had been stolen. Me. Look, I did you the favor of setting this shit back up. Now you done fucked up my name twice. You either call your therapist and get this scene done, or you go in there and explain in excruciating detail what your issue is and hope she don't shank you. To be frank, I seriously thought he would at least attempt to salvage the shoot. Instead, this bastard knew sign language and talked it out with her. I don't know ASL, but context clues tell me that she at least accepted his apology. After that, they reached an agreement to simply post the images and not the video, and just monetize that. At least there's that, I guess. I will not be compelled to try this shit again.